Welcome to the Sangha Garden, where we come together to grow the spirit and feed the soul. Today, the theme is opening the door to love. Desda Zuckerman is an author, healer, teacher, speaker, an ordained minister, and clairvoyant, whose work is based on a lifetime spent deciphering those swirling streams of energy she sees around all things. The sacred anatomy is your highly organized and intelligent body of light, which also includes your physical body. The sacred anatomy is your own personal connection to infinite divine consciousness, waiting for you to call upon it. Let's take a nice centering breath and give a beautiful heart welcome to Desda.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our second season of the Sangha Garden. In this moment, my heart welcomes your heart. It embraces you. I embrace you, and I welcome you. As we come together, I'm so glad to say hello to all my friends from all over the world. It's wonderful that we can come together. It's the magic of the internet, and I'm so glad that we have this opportunity. So let's set our intention together for what we're going to do today as we open our hearts to love. So I invite everybody to join together and ask for the blessings of divine creation upon our gathering today. As we focus our minds and our hearts together, let us flip the internal switch and turn our heart lights on. Light up your heart with the glow of love and care we feel for one another as living, breathing members of this human family. You can begin with your families, with good friends, or maybe people you live with, roommates, the people you know the best. Feel into them and simply turn up that connection like a beacon. Let's take a breath and now reach out to the people we love the most. People far away we might miss, friends across the world we care about and love. Let's set our shared intention to celebrate the light of this virtual community as it radiates out, and request that each and every person gathered here and every single person each of us knows, anyone your heart has touched with love, that they all experience a strengthening physical immunity and a healing from mind, body, and spirit. Together, let us feed our individual and collective souls, virtually reaching out from the loneliness of any isolation we might have, or separation from those that we love. So we can feel that profound connection of our collective consciousness. And so we ask for the healing power of the universe to bless us and hold us, and to lift up your heart, to open your mind to the wellness and health of your own potential, to free your body of illness, heartbreak, and negative habits. Together, let each of us call upon the unseen teachers, upon our guides and guardians, and the great cosmic healers who surround us to support and guide us as we keep our feet upon the path to wholeness. And we ask them in this moment to comfort us in our doubts and our fears that take us away from our most authentic self and sadly close the door to love. We ask to be reminded in each and every second of our collective strength, our courage, and how we care for and love one another. How even strangers can bring comfort, love, and healing. Remember in this moment how love can be found in the quiet corners, in the hidden places, and that it's within the recesses of your own heart. We ask for the blessings and grace of divine source, the compassionate heart of universal truth, the divine creative force that moves within you, that moves within me, that moves in all things, great and small. We call for this as a consecration of us all, as together we are gathered in soulful communion of hearts and minds, our spirits lifting, the worries of the day dropping aside, the struggles in our every moment of life falling away, so we can accept an initiation of courage that comes in the dark when we face the unknown, because the mystery all around us is filled to overflowing with divine love. All around us. The magic and the mystery of life, all around us. We accept the inspiration of strength that arises from within when we need it to face our fears and overcome our old habits and stuck patterns that keep us small. So now, if you would please join me in a few minutes of silence. Let's take a breath together. And as we go into the silence, allow all of the tension to drip out of your body, to pool on the floor and sink down to the floor into the earth. All of the tension to let go, dripping down your spine, releasing from your hands and your feet, your face, and your whole body, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, your gut, your hips, your legs, arms, hands, and feet. Feeling all of that tension releasing. Let's enter the silence completely relaxed and prepared to encounter our own hearts. seeking grace in a moment of loneliness and the sadness of lost connections can actually lead to peace. Not to fix or dwell upon the things that are not right, but to instead open the door to love and uncover that love inside the disappointment, within the space of loss. We look for it in the return of the sun as it rises, always there, never departing, even though the sky may be dark. We look for it in the eyes of each and every human being, whether they have hope or not, because we can find and see love in anyone. You and I can make excuses for why we're alone. People are afraid of commitment. Maybe they're jealous of you. They're bored with you. They don't understand you. But what does ruminating like this really do? We can ask the questions, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? Oh, what's wrong with my family? Oh, there's a huge list. What's wrong with our culture? What's wrong with the media? What's wrong with the politics? How can people act as if they're totally devoid of love and do violent and destructive things? Why is life so cruel? Why are innocents harmed? Why is this happening to us? And how can this be happening to me? Why is my heart breaking from just turning on the television? Why is my heart breaking when I see the smog collecting in the sky? Where has the love gone? But you know, those questions fall on the ancient deaf ears of Aphrodite. She hears only the song of possibility and the lilt of the melody of the heart. So we can beg, we can scream, we can stamp our feet, throw incredible tantrums and cry for an eternity. But the goddess of love is still going to be what each of us makes for ourselves. Love and light, good fortune, and the rich blessings of connection, you know what? They're yours and mine to seize. So right now in this moment, what do you say? It's as good a time as any to seize all the benefits of love, all the goodness of it, and especially the healing of it. Will sitting with what's not there, cultivating that constant ache of not being loved, the sort of what's wrong, will that ultimately help? Do you think this rumination could be the answer to anything? Do you think sitting in what's wrong and what you don't have will actually get you what you want? Do you think it will alter your experience as a person, a people, a planet, a country, a species? Will your heart be opened again and recover if you're continuing to tell the same old story of your suffering, focused on the pain of the past, on the ways everyone has let you down? Or can you rise to the possibility? Might you recover your childlike innocence and enthusiasm for love? Remember that? That first experience? Oh, I'm loved. Someone loves me. That innocence. Can you find that deep inner directive by sitting with exactly how far away it is from your grasp, your daily experience? But don't we do that? We spend all of our time thinking about how someone doesn't love us and yearning to find a way in to their heart. But that's actually not what the job is it? You can't find the core truth of your heart trudging through the pain and the bad luck in love in perpetual defeat. Or might you discover that locked within that struggle, in the pain of that avalanche of sadness that has blocked the door to your heart and kept it impossible to open, might you find within that struggle a solution? So looking for the light within, not simply by looking, but feeling for it, by being with it. The road to the spirit doesn't ever pass through the mind. We'd like to think it does. But thinking your way into the divine love within your heart, no, you must feel into it. Compassion arises from within you. Peace starts at the center. Hope does spring eternal, and love is always there within you. You must find the doorway to your heart by removing the debris that blocks the way. Because you cannot separate yourself from the pulse of existence, no matter how hurt and wounded you are. It must keep on beating within your breath, your very own heart, and continue to fire the light in each cell of your body. The beating heart is always there. It's a universal rhythm, manifest within the body and outside of it as consciousness everywhere, in everything. It is by seeing the pain and walking into that lonely center of what once was that you and I finally find the doorway waiting there to be uncovered. But it starts as a single spacious moment. So let's breathe into that place that sparks the light of hope and contentment. Breathe into it and expand your focus, allowing the warm diffusion of life to melt your stress, your feelings of being trapped in the world without the satisfaction of love, of being alone, and that loneliness of being unable to pry open the hidden doorway to your own heart. Just thinking about the possibility of this, the possibility of opening that doorway, of seeing the crack as it begins to open, makes the light grow brighter within your soul. Like our earth calms and reshapes herself into new contours, mountains arise from the valleys, rains fall, and the spring blooms again. You can find the new shape of your budding possibility within yourself, the universe of your own spirit. Your own landscape can renew, and that doorway to your inner heart can be revealed. So universal energies are there in the inventiveness of life and the remaking of the old into something fresh and truly beautiful. This is the same within each of us. For me and for you, for all of us. Because love is there inside you. Divine love is there inside you. Not love that you've defined and figured out. Divine love, the love of all consciousness, of all creation, of all life expressing in all the planets of all the star systems, of all the galaxies, of the entire universe and the multiverses beyond that. Love is there inside you, inside all of it. Love, the divine love of the spark, is there within. It rests within the ruins of your aching, broken heart and your disappointment and rare. It's there. If you've ever had the opportunity to see an ancient ruin, to walk the streets of Ephesus, or to travel to Rome and stand in the Colosseum, or to go to Mexico to Teotihuacan, you have had the experience of standing in a ruin. And you can see in that ruin the potential of that civilization. You can feel in that ruin what those people might have dreamed, the views they might have had, and the hopes that they would have carried. The ruins of your heart are exactly the same. You can go to them and you can feel into the ache, and suddenly the hope, the possibility, the potential will emerge. That is the acceptance of grace. Opening a space is the tool forged under pressure. It's the tool that's created out of the pain of lost love. Our experience of love is often so small, infinitesimal in comparison to the vastness of the universe. It's so small, and yet it hurts so much. So to clear the avalanche of anguish, the harsh and crushing bruise of heartache, actually requires you remembering that you're not the rubble. You're not the ruin. You're the potential of what that might have been, or what that could be again. You are the mountain that remains after that avalanche has fallen. The powerful beauty that holds the hope for tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow again. So the truth is that we have exactly what we need to open the doorway. The truth is that love resides within each one of us, that it is whole and complete, and it is divinely inspired. It is, in fact, divine love. But it does not emerge unless you open yourself to it, unless you throw your arms around it and take the risk to step into the divine awakening that is true love. We talk a lot about unconditional love in our world, don't we? Unconditional love. Why didn't my mother have unconditional love for me? Why are you doing that? What you need and what you want is the truth, which is the divine awakening that there is true love within you. And you don't need anyone else to give it to you. Love found and appreciated within you becomes love found and appreciated outside of you. Because there's really no separation between the in and the out. But once you realize it's there within you, it begins to shower you with love from all around. It's not loving yourself that's important. It's knowing and embracing the truth that love abides that is critical. Self-love arises from that hope. Love abides. And loving others is easy as the doorway to your darling, beloved, sweet, beautiful, delicious heart swings open. Oh, yes, it's true. We have a chance to actually love our neighbors as ourselves right here and in this moment. We can do it in an instant. Because this is our time here on this beautiful planet. Maybe there's been many lifetimes, maybe there hasn't. It doesn't matter. What matters is right now. We're here right now. So take a moment to contemplate an increase in the frequency of the human species, where everyone is aware that there's divine love within them. And that is actually what's called for. We have to raise up to a higher consciousness, a brighter future, and we must make amends for the past by doing this. So your loving heart makes that possible, because this is the way to transformation and change. The truth is, we're speeding up. We're vibrating faster as a species. You are, I am, we are. And doesn't it sometimes feel like parts of you are going to fly off as you speed up? But we are speeding up. The energy that is us is getting faster. The truth is, restoring, rebuilding, rejuvenating, replenishing, and rectifying your life, reclaiming your very nature, the nature of the beloved. We are the beloved. We stand with the divine. We are in co-creation with all that is. Remember, opening the doorway to your heart unleashes you. And it actually reminds you of who you truly are. Who you truly are. That you're the love and the light of that love. So let's lift the torch to ignite the fire in the hearts of everyone we meet. Everyone you meet. Each and every one. Let go of your old and tired story. Let's be the people our foremothers and forefathers dreamed of. Let's be the future of the world. Let's shine like the millions of loving hearts we all are. The billions of loving hearts, shaped and created by change, painful and difficult as it might have been. It's always made from the simplest of stuff. So my friends, today we are taking the next step. We're moving into the heart. And as we do so, we move into the future, becoming who we've all been waiting for. That's you, and it's me, it's us. As you open your mind, your heart, your body, and spirit to a different energetic, you open up to love and you resurrect who you are through the energy of the shift, the dynamic, fierce nature of the field that we all share here on this planet, in this solar system, in this part of the Milky Way, beyond our universe, into multiverses, and beyond, even into emptiness. This is an elegant unfolding of who you are. Your conscious awareness, a gentle and inevitable opening, walking into and through the doorway of love. In the cosmic reaches beyond all material reality, where there is only consciousness and potential, where your awareness can travel even if your body cannot. That realm is accessible through love. Not the fixation of me, mine, and my, but the love of the light. the truth, your spirit lifting up. So pack your satchel, take your tools, take your hopes, take your moment now, and come with me into the center of the broken heart, beneath the avalanche of pain and suffering, to the divine love within. Now we begin our meditation. So I'd ask that everyone takes a nice deep breath and allow yourself to keep your feet flat on the floor, spine straight. Our sacred anatomy is made of subtle energy. Subtle energy is consciousness. And pure heart love is the light that guides us to a full expression of life. Your human energy structure is the intelligent, focused expression of your soul, the directed self, manifesting here as you and engaging with purposeful action to be, to become, beingness, and living light in every cell. So go down into your body, under the skin, to the muscles, through the fascia, to the ligaments, to the bones, and into the marrow of your bones. And feeling and seeing the light within them. Travel into each cell in the marrow, lit up with the spark of life. The vibrant glimmer within you, expressing wildly, firing like sparks, soaring up to heaven from a sacred fire where you can burn your sorrows and toss your disappointments into the flames. We are surrounded by energy everywhere. Subtle energy is in the universal around our planet. It's in the space between and into the great unknown expanse. So feel yourself now floating in the humming energy in the air and space around you. Your body vibrating, the space vibrating. Your consciousness one with all consciousness. Floating, floating, and calling out to your beginning. So reach far away back in time, way out in space, to the birth of cosmic self-awareness. And realize even now that that constant birth is still continuing. renewing. Feel it in the cells of your body, constantly renewing, consciously within you. Your soul is always renewing you. It's always traveling home, always in, carried in the loving arms of the angels as your soul enters into your body and is guided on your journey home. Feel that light everywhere around you. Feel that potential everywhere around you. Unlimited. Because everywhere around you, Source is expressing, filling you with everything you need to bring your work into the world, to become present, and to give your inspired gift, to share freely the breath into the hope resting deep within you, right there in your heart. So that the timing is right. And you really don't have to wait another minute. This is it. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the opportunity and the chance that you've been hoping for, dear sweet heart and spirit that you are. Bring to that part of you the balance of light and love, grace and joy. Take from the universe what you need, whatever that is: approval, security, understanding, care. Fill up now with every wish, every moment you need. Time, space, beauty, affection, plenty. Everything your soul needs. This is your soul expressing your yearnings within a context. So your soul structure, your soul body is the context, it's the container for you. And now your deepest truth can take flight into the moment. Lifting up, rising up, present in the potential that is you. The lost love, the sounds of the missing voices. There they are, still singing songs of love for you, everyone who has ever loved you. Whether you care about them now or not, it doesn't matter. They're all still singing songs of love for you. Each one of us on this earth, we have the same potential, the same possibility of love, the same yearning to be fulfilled, to be whole and deeply loved, deeply cared for. So what's stopping you from believing this? What's marrying you to your old and tired and probably pretty boring story? You know, the one that says you're not lovable or worthy. The one that starts with, if only. And why didn't they, it, fill in the blank? What is it that stops you from making your contribution to humanity, to our beloved planet, to this species that is struggling? What is it that stops you? You know, we're each an individual microcosm of the macrocosm. That is the entire human race. Every color, creed, orientation, belief, anything that we think makes us distinct takes us to how we're all the same. While we are unique and special unto ourselves, we're much better when we give our human family the option to join us in celebration and in love, when we don't isolate ourselves and take ourselves away, but instead step into connection. At the core of the human species is an anatomical, energetic core, and this is your core. It's a triple current stream of light flowing down, spiraling through your entire big energy structure that's 20 feet high, 20 feet on each side, 20 feet below. It's surrounded with a core sheath that contains it and protects it always. See if you can feel that part of yourself, this light streaming down with three currents. A current at the center that carries purposeful action, a current at the left side of your body that carries your ancient wisdom, the current on the right side of your body that carries function, the ability to function. All three of these currents pouring down, unlimited, because they are in fact part of the divine spark. They are in fact divine light within you. And the only thing that that core wants to do is express. The only thing that it does do within you is love you. It's protected by a core sheath that takes the slings and arrows of life, so it is never vulnerable, and experiences them, and it holds them, or it dismisses them as needed for learning, survival, and growth. So this core is your subtle spine. Go ahead and feel into it. It runs right along your spine and extends above your head, out the top of your head, off the top of your spine, off the atlas, the top of your spine. It runs way up, 20 feet or so, and then off the coccyx at the bottom of your spine, way down. It moves through your legs and your knees and your feet and goes down, 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 about 20 feet or so. And that core is there, light, moving, pulsing. Feel it. And as you attend to it, as you place your awareness on it, it actually expands a little bit. It gets a little bigger. It's in the seeing of it, in the knowing of it, in the feeling of it, the core responds to you and says, oh, yes, I'm here. So now what I'd like you to do is witness the constriction around your heart. Witness it. It's there. It's around your heart, at the center, your heart's center. And that's where you find a lack of love for self and others, right there in that constriction. So loving our core, the light at the very center of who we are, who you are, running right through your heart center, not your physical heart, but the center of who you are, right at the middle of your body, next to the heart. You are both a physical and a subtle being. So see if you can just witness your heart. Witness it and accept it exactly as it is. Don't try to change it. Don't try to fix it. And whatever you do, don't define it as broken or wrong or bad. Only feel love for your own heart and accept it. only witness your core at the very center of your heart, pulsing, spiraling, moving. It's at the center of who and what you are. Now let's all call on universal love and light and slather our whole core with universal love and light. Bring in that beautiful divine frequency, and take the opportunity to heal your core and to actually heal your heart. Give thanks for this opportunity. Feel real gratitude for the chance to touch the soul of humanity within you. Step forward from the core sheath into the very center of your heart. Sense the wall that's around it, how you've built this, and this avalanche of pain that has kept your heart safe since your early heartbreaks. So witness the wall around you, around that heart center. Notice how you've kind of built this protective shield. But inside, the place where you are inside, there is no avalanche. Inside, you can see the doorway. And if you try to open it, you will find that that heart center doorway is actually blocked by huge rocks, boulders of pain and cruel love lost. You are, in fact, the mountain that holds the doorway and your inner heart, and it's all there. The doorway was just blocked by all these rocks that represent every injury to your heart throughout your life. So let's begin to remove them one by one. Just like you're an enormous giant, pick up those rocks and hurl them down the mountainside. Let them tumble into the valley way below. And as they do, they dissipate, they break up into a billion pieces. And go to the next rock and throw it away. And each rock represents a pain, a hurt, a time when your heart was crushed. Pick up that rock and throw it away down the mountainside. Go into the inner layers, the innermost places, and pull the next rock and throw it away. Throw entire relationships down the mountainside, leaving only the wisdom that you've gained inside, because that's what's in your heart. These are just the rocks blocking the doorway. So keep going. See if you can open that door a little bit more, a little crack more. And if there are still rocks there, pick another one up and throw it down the mountainside. And now another one, and feel how your heart is lightening. Reach into your heart and pull the big barriers away and throw them down. Pull the big, big boulders off of your heart, the boulders of pain and suffering. Throw them away. Now push the door open from inside and look out. What do you see? Now invite love, the love you know that you have within you, from deep inside you, the place where it's always been radiating, where it sees the way out into the world. Take a deep breath. And now allow that heart to expand, to get as big as it wants to get, opening up to what might already be in your life. And now in the expansion of your heart, Feel what may be coming toward you in this and every moment. So breathe it in and breathe out your love. Breathe in love coming to you, and breathe you out as you give love into the world. And breathe in love coming to you, and breathe out love going into the world from your heart center. And breathe in and breathe out. Love going out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the love emerging, the healing power supported by the wisdom of your core and the life you have with those you deeply care about. Allow the little hurts to just dissipate, and allow that what you are is the center of love in the world that you inhabit. Allow that this is enough, that the potential of what is coming is enough. And now, my friends, live into that possibility. Don't stop your love from coming by being greedy or short-sighted. Open up right now and breathe. Let us call for universal healing now, sharing our love, our hearts with all humankind. Let us call for earth healing now, sharing our hearts with the great Mother Earth, feeling gratitude. We're filled with love for her majesty, for her wisdom. Breathe in and out. And now call for a personal healing, opening your heart to the potential your own life has to be absolutely filled with love. Breathing in, accepting that love, allowing it to permeate every single cell, and breathing out, sending your love, your healed, generous love into the world. And now request a healing for people you know, people who are struggling with health issues, or people who are struggling with life. Visualize them in front of you or feel them in front of you. Take a deep breath in, blessing them with your love. Breathe out. See them healed and whole, filled with vitality and love, the love of the universal consciousness. And now breathe in and breathe out as you bless your family and your friends. Open your heart wide to them in gratitude for how much they love you and how much they put up with. Take a deep breath. Breathe in all that love and breathe out all right through the open door. And now giving thanks for all creation, within and around everything there is, everywhere in the universe, in the multiverse and beyond, into the infinity of space. Let us give thanks. Breathing in the love of all creation and breathing out the love of all creation. Breathing in the love of all creation. Breathing out the love of all creation. And now feeling the harmony of unification, the harmony of your subtle energy structure in relationship with your physicality, feeling the harmony of that all. We ask for integration. We ask the integration blend into parts of us that haven't changed, so that the whole is meeting itself. And now take a deep breath and accept the possibility that you are whole, that you are loved, that the doorway to your heart is open. Breathe in again and accept the possibility that you can stand tall as a beacon of love in the world. And take a deep breath into your heart now, accepting the possibility that you are open-hearted and available for love in the world. I call upon the grandmothers and grandfathers of the North and South, the power animals and elementals, the nature spirits, and the great sacred anatomy angels. I call them all here to anchor and stabilize you. I call upon the grandmothers and grandfathers of the East and West, the rising and the setting sun. I call upon the great planetary energies and the elemental frequencies that are all around us. And I call upon our ancestors who love us to come present now in this moment and bless us, hold us, care for us, anchor us in integration and blending all that we are. So in closing today, I want to thank you for coming to join the Sangha Garden, where we nurture the sacred self and the collective field of consciousness that is awakening in you. I want to invite you to take a look at the book that I have recently written and released. It's called Magical Beings of the Natural World. And in it, it gives you 6 steps to how to communicate with these wonderful magical beings that are all around us, fairies, devas, elementals, these beings that live in the environment of our world. I've loved being here with you today, and I invite you to join me again for our Sangha Garden next month. Please visit our website, www.yoursacredanatomy.com. And we're going to be back for another Sangha Garden. I'm starting this whole new series. And we'll be back for our next one, the first Sunday of March. It'll be March 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So please don't hesitate to share this with your family and your friends. I send my heartfelt blessings to you, heart open wide and feeling the power of love. I send that out to you for a beautiful, fulfilling, gorgeous, enlivening, enlightening life. A life filled with the love that you know you have within you, giving it unreservedly to those that you care for and want to share it with. So go for it, my friends. Go for it. Give that love away. Just do it. You're going to love every minute of it. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to Cheryl Berry and to Bob Zuckerman, who are my cohorts and my wonderful friends. Thank you all so much for joining me. Blessings and love.